Going to be talking about Donald Trump's predictions. It's December 1st. This is Trump's week. Uranus is here. The ninth house. This is the press. It's going to throw him for a loop, I'll tell you that. And it is published. There's a piece. There's something that's being published that he is not aware of that's going to happen, and he is just really thrown for a loop here. And I told you they're going to wait till around the holidays. Uranus in the third is a car bomb. Maybe he's just responding to it, responding to something that has to do with car bomb. Could be a foreign car somewhere in a foreign land, but there's something that's a big deal. Is this a car bomb that I'm looking at? Third house is transportation and cars. 3 wands. Possible. Will Carolyn Levitt quit in 2026? Will she resign from her very big post? She'll say maybe it's family matters. Looks like yes, and there will be some kind of happiness. 4 of wands. She's going to be excited and happy. It's Val Evans. We are talking about Donald Trump, his prediction for this next week, and anything else you want to talk about with regard to astrology, politics, or just hang out with me. If you'd like to book a reading, I've got a special for members. So just look in the posts for the valedictorians and you can see the link that I dropped today. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's Undercover Astrologer. Slip sliding home in the blizzard. Ugh, we saw that ahead. We saw some weather there. All the Pisces and Saturn can show ice. There are bombshells. And how did we've got a couple of omens, bombshell omens. Was Brigitte Bardot's passing. She was in her 90s and a very good symbol of what is coming. We've had already a few bombshells from the media regarding Donald Trump, as you could see. So, all right, so let's get a card before we start. We're going to talk about the USA this week and see if we can get a card for I just want one card for the USA. I just pulled a card for myself a few minutes ago, and it was quite a major card for this week. So I'm hiding. All right, the card for this week for the USA. What do we have? Oh, Page of Swords. So, that can be gossiping and just maybe something that is a little bit reckless. In fact, it's one of the cards I got for this show when I did a pre-spread. Something that's just reckless. I think I might have to get a clarifier card. King of Swords. Can I just skip ahead for a second? Donald Trump is on the building. Donald Trump is now joining JFK on the Kennedy Center's building. One of the composers or planners of the concert pulled out, and lots of bullying now, lawsuits. It's a lot of chaos. We're seeing chaos so much this week for everybody. I hope you guys are being calm this week, because the chaos really, you can see it within even your own personal relationships. We've got Donald Trump here on the Kennedy Center, and I think this might be an omen. I hope it's not. We don't want anyone killed. We don't want anyone assassinated, but it couldn't be any more obvious. We've got a memorial that Donald Trump's name is on. I think we're going to have to look into this. We've got Donald Trump on a building with a former president who was assassinated, and it's a memorial. This is not a great omen, but what does this mean? What could this possibly mean? So strange. It's a Democrat. He's a Catholic Democrat. Oh, Ace of Swords. Stairs. It's a clue. This is a clue. Can't believe he did that and replaced the board members. It's just shocking. It's shocking behavior. It's Uranus. And hello, Shauna. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, wild weather in Indy, I bet. All right, so let's get a clarifier card for what it means for Donald Trump. I keep shaking. I've got a new table too, and the table keeps shaking. What does it mean for Donald Trump to have his name on a building that's a memorial? 8 of Wands. communications. There is trying to communicate something. Maybe this has to do with a secret because of the swords there. There's a lot of battling. One more card for Donald Trump's name on a memorial building. Seven of Pentacles. So it's not. They are not bad cards. They are not bad cards. Okay. Ace of Swords, the Truth card. Maybe we're talking about truth with regard to JFK. Maybe we're going to see more of that. I mean, we've been promised that for a long time, but we're seeing those old scandals. Saturn represents old, conjunct Neptune represents a scandal, old scandals. So hello, Addie. Nice to see you. Listening from New Zealand. Welcome. Okay, well, we'll have to see what that's all about. I know, Shauna, that's not an omen on a memorial. And you probably, I'm going to try to link it here. There was a show that I did about how Donald Trump is a twin president. So, and I kind of connected the fact that he might be a twin with JFK Jr. I'll have to look that one up. You drew that card too. Oh, good. I'm glad you got home safe now, I hope. And you are a nurse, so thank you so much for your service, Jen, and for all that you do for those in need. Now, hopefully you can get warm, get some tea. All right. Now, this is Trump's week ahead, December 28th, and we're going to look at each house as a day. We still have that Uranus here. And let's see here. We're starting with Sunday, and Sunday is the Pisces day. So this started today, actually. And of course, he was talking a lot about Ukraine and Russia. So, of course, that represents or is represented by Pisces. So we're seeing that. There is, it's so interesting. There's a T-square here. There are things that are not being discussed, that are not being announced because the T-square with Mercury. Mercury is an announcement. And with Sagittarius, it shows a foreign announcement, but kind of stuck there. With this, it looks like there's going to be something surprising that's coming out. And we've already seen in the past few hours surprising headlines like, Trump and Zelensky are finally making a deal. Well, it's all BS because of Black Moon Lilith. This is a plan. This is a strategy. This is something that is not genuine. There's something going on. Oh my God. All right. Pluto is electricity, drones. These are bad drones. And it's also intelligence as well. So it almost makes me wonder now who is Donald Trump in this part of the chart? He's going to be Neptune. And that's going to move through to the later part of the day. Earlier in the day, there's some kind of intelligence that maybe Trump is gathering, or somebody else. There's some kind of data. This is all data. I mean, this could be Putin here gathering some information of some sort. So it's kind of like it's duplicitous. There's something that's happening behind the scenes. So then we get into this afternoon, and because Monday, this is going to start at the time of his birth, like 10 in the morning. Each one of these houses start at 10 in the morning. So that's how we can kind of guesstimate what time this is. Moon in Aries, this is declaring war, hearing about war. And we already did hear that today with Iran telling the world that they were at war with Europe and the US. So this could be part of that. And it is an announcement. You can see there Mercury with a trine to the moon in Aries. This is an announcement about what? Aries is war. There's something that's stopping this though here. And it looks like it's Trump. Trump is like, no. And he looks extremely upset because of that square there, that red line. Whenever you have a square to Aries or Mars, this is extreme anger. Let's look at this. This seems to be on New Year's Eve. It looks like something that could be pretty serious because you've got 18 and you've got 22. It would be wise for Donald Trump to lay low on New Year's Eve because of this. Jupiter is retrograde. So Jupiter rules the chart this week, and so does Neptune. Jupiter retrograde is weak, at least for a couple of days out of the week. There is something that it's almost like a double cross, but it definitely comes in. It's not going to be a good New Year's Eve, I don't think, for Trump. Cancer there is domestic issues, and it has to do with the public as well. The public, which is the moon, is really, it looks like they are at war with him. But what's so interesting is Aries are Republicans. So we've got a big fight with the Republicans this week. Aries is the Republicans, and Neptune and Pisces are, the blue states, the Democrats. So, good one. Party at Mar-a-Lago, New Year's Eve. The peace plan, yes. And we don't know. If it's going to be peaceful. I think it's just a way to get more information from Zelensky. I think one of the leaders is on a mission, our fearless leader. Shauna, thank you so much. Yes, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Valerie, nice to see you. Wishing you a happy new year as well. He and JFK have zero in common, except that they were both shot at. And, obviously one passed. Okay. So let's talk about New Year's Eve for Trump, because there's something that looks, what happens, people know where you are and they capitalize on it. So this could be Republicans making Trump angry. Is this just Republicans making Trump angry on New Year's Eve about something? Let's see. 5 of Swords, maybe not. Clarifier card on just the Republicans this week. Knight of Swords, they're doing something fast, trying to get rid of a headache. And it seems like they're able to do it somehow. Will Trump be angry about this? Because maybe they're running home. They already have, but there's something that's very swift that's happening. Maybe one of the Republicans, it actually looks like a Republican or a group of Republicans might be in danger because sometimes that Knight of Swords can show a dangerous card with the swords. Is there a group? And why do I say there's a group? Okay, so Mercury is here. Yeah, Mercury is trining Aries. So these are people, Aries, these are the Republicans. And it really starts to kick in. It could even kick in tonight. Talk about war. This catches Trump by surprise here. Jupiter representing the chart. By the time New Year's Eve comes around, his rising sign changes to Cancer. And so we're going to look at the moon then. And the moon still in this square. So he is... It definitely looks like he's making some kind of announcement on New Year's Eve because he's way out there talking about something. It could be something that has to do with a peace deal, peace plan, something like that. But somebody's trying to stop him. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be somebody who's foreign, who is trying to stop Donald Trump on New Year's Eve. It's going to be interesting. He's back. I don't know, Jen. We still have Uranus, and we're going to talk about that in a sec. Hopefully no more bombings. We got Uranus in that opposition. So Bombshell dies with Brigitte Bardot. I'm going to say that's probably an omen. Yeah. Definitely Marjorie Taylor Greene probably had her invite revoked. Exactly. Let's see here. there is some kind of pain. There's some pain that Trump, it's either pain or anger, but I want to say it's pain because of Chiron. Um, Trump's going to have to go to bed early because he looks like he is in pain. Is Trump in pain on New Year's Eve? All right, there's a party. He's at a party. Okay. Obviously, he's going to be at a party. Crazy we're getting that. 4 of Wands and 10 of Cups. Everybody's together. Everybody's happy. But why am I seeing that Donald Trump is in some kind of pain? It looks like a lot. Looks like a lot. Might be mental. Could be hurt about something. Okay, thanks, Jackie. I didn't know that. I've been messing around with it, so I probably did something. Queen of Cups reversed. This could be weather, could be a flood. Maybe it's an angry woman. Let's look at the women in the chart. All right, so we're going to look at Venus. All right, so here are the women right here. This is a group of African Americans right here. That's interesting. North Node is a gain. It's a flood. It's a flood. It's possible there could be something that has to do with the poor, maybe people who are older. Wow, it's like they are all up there. Now, this actually comes in earlier than New Year's Eve. This is tomorrow. Tomorrow we are seeing a lot of people who are coming in, and this is the White House right here or in front of Trump somehow. Possible there's a discussion about history because of Capricorn being historical. Yeah, this is the opening bell, guys. All right, so Venus, it's really volatile. It looks like the market is super volatile on Monday. Why do I say that? Because we're looking at the second house for Monday, and we're seeing Venus up here, and it's in a square something. There's some kind of maybe fraud that's announced. And then we've got this, there's a flood of something. There's liquidation. People are making money. These are men and women. We might see a blonde woman, or somebody in power here, a government. This could be men and women of the government because of, I'll bet you it's the government. So we are talking about something that the government is doing that is holding it all up. Let's talk about the stock market. Let's talk about the markets on Monday, December 29th. Looks very, very it looks almost sad. People are sad. Oh, Ace of Wands. Okay. Might be correct, but there are a lot of people who are happy as well. These are people who are in the blue states, the Neptune, the Pisces. So is the government announcing something or something happening tomorrow that has to do with the blue states and the government that is good news? Because of the North Node, it's a gain. 8 of Pentacles. So maybe there's some kind of protection or something of some sort. This is a lot of communication. Female, this could be around the world. People are working on something that helps the downtrodden, I think. And this could be a good thing because there's a good aspect to Donald Trump's first house. It makes me think he's going to maybe assume credit for it or say that he's working with these government people. What is Donald Trump's feeling about tomorrow and the market? Okay, the world reverse. So it could be world markets. Could be world markets that are temporarily in flux. Let's just say that. So we like to look at some of the planets around them. Right now, it's close enough. It's conjunct where North Node is kind of like gasoline. And this is Donald Trump's identity this week. He is just being flooded with so many headlines about Jeffrey Epstein, which is that Saturn Neptune right there. Saturn Neptune, old scandal, dead pedophile, basically. I'm excited about Mercury transiting forward because this has been difficult for a lot of people. It is in a T square here with Virgo. I don't know if anybody else has had to deal with people not talking to each other, being angry over the holidays. It's also thievery as well, taking from others. So we're going to be happy when Mercury moves out of that T square. Right at the beginning of the day tomorrow, Mars is going to be ruling that part of the day. Maybe it has to do with the interest rates. Maybe there's some kind of thing happening with interest rates. Here is something very interesting. This is Tuesday, the day before New Year's Eve, and that's when Uranus kicks up. This is ugly. It's probably something like we saw last time from a foreign land. And again, Uranus in the third house shows a car bomb. So this could be another car bomb that's blowing up another general, Russian general or something like that. 28 degrees is losing one's head. And so that's in the mix there. It looks like these are the drones right here. So it could be something that has to do with drones. And also Taurus there is possibly Israel as well. So third house, this is Donald Trump. So we're talking about more bombshells being dropped from the media as well. He really, if you think about it, he's in a few wars, but one of the wars he's in is the news media. You can see that with that Black Moon Lilith there in the ninth house. And we've already seen it with Canada playing the 60-minute special that was pulled in the US. Well, somehow they got it, those Canadians, and played it. So that caused quite a scandal. I like to look at Mercury to see if there's like a double or a twin of something. We've got a good grand square here. There's somebody falling here. This could be news about a journalist. We've got the kids. Mercury could be the kids in the news. This is two or more or a group. Sag is a bridge. It's a church. It's a university. Something that has to do, I hope not, but it looks like there's something that has to do with fear. There's fear of some sort. Wondering if that could be, this is more information and news about a large building like a university news this week. Mercury's just coming out of Sag and in an opposition with Gemini. This is 2. This is a second time of something. Are we talking about any danger again with a school the week of December 28th? Page of Cups is a young guy. Give us a clarifier card on potential crime this week that the U.S. is talking about in Donald Trump's weekly chart. 7 of Wands, trying to fight and can't fight back. And this looks like a female. Now this Sag way up at the top, like we're talking Sagittarius. This is planning. There is a plan that is being communicated. If you're a Sag, you love to plan. Churches, schools, and that opposition to part of fortune, that tells me, let me show you again, it's not successful. There, and that's 22 too. 22, the killer be killed. This is somebody who's a thief, who's stealing something. That's coming in. I did this wrong. This is going to be Wednesday. It's not helping Donald Trump right now because everybody's kind of distracted with this. Let's talk about war though, because that's going to be a major one. What would make the public very angry? If there was some kind of a announcement about being in a war plan or something like that. Oh, this is a war plan. If it was announced on New Year's Eve, everybody would not like that. Are we talking about some kind of announcement about war this week? And then I'll get to more positive things. King of Cups. No. Oh, it's about the king falling. Oh, okay. So this is more possibly about a king, just the king's collapse. Page of Pentacles. So maybe a thief, maybe thief of some sort. University Medical Center. Yeah, exactly. Because of that Pisces. Distract us from the alien invaders. Can we talk about aliens for a second? Why not? Are we, let me see. Let me look at the chart for the aliens. I wasn't expecting that, Angel, but now I'm going to have to look. Now, okay, this would be an alien, and Aquarius is up here. Oh, we got aliens. I see these as drones too. It's intelligence. There's also, look at this. There is a mini grand trine here. Wow, this is a big bomb because Pluto is huge. This is like strike. This is a big strike. And then around Tuesday, it could have already, I think it's starting to be planned right now, but there is something here. It could be in Russia, but it could also be by the water, a coastal area. Are we talking about Venezuela this week? I mean, oh my God, those distracting types of efforts. Are we going to be talking about Venezuela this week? Page of Swords, just gossip, just kind of reckless chatter. The Sun reversed, so looks like something isn't that successful. The Sun is an explosion. It's fire, so maybe several things happening at once around the new year. Exactly, Deb. Yeah, I mean, aliens or immigrants? It's a good question. In the chart, it's both. So we are talking about a lot. It is a flood of technology. This could also be crypto as well because of Aquarius. This is crypto. Big announcement. It's a shocker. Oh my God. All right, so this is around Pluto. I'm going to say it's Tuesday. These are friends. These are friends of Donald Trump's. And these are Eastern European friends. So there's something, because sometimes it can be like a transfer of something. Third house is transportation. So there is a big exchange maybe of vehicles. Looking at vehicles here. What's this? Third house is vehicles. It's changing vehicles, but there's a lot of vehicles. Look, Pluto, Uranus. That's a big, and it's an exchange as well. Maybe this is an exchange about Epstein. It wouldn't make sense though. Would it make sense? Yeah, there's something online that's being spoken about. It is an exchange. Does this have to do with Epstein, this exchange that I'm seeing? I hope not. I think we can probably guess. Hi, Sweetly Morbid Bear. Nice to see you. Natalie, your job would be flipping out if there was an internet outage. Nice to see you, Natalie. Yeah, okay. So we're talking about this exchange. It is big. It's big. Oh, God. And I say that because of Pluto. Pluto is like, bam, it's huge. Okay. I think you got the point, but it's bad. It's bad because of Black Moon Lilith there. Oh, it's possible it might be. It's a foreign exchange. It's a foreign exchange because the 10th there. I'm sorry, the 9th represents foreign. And there's some kind of foreign exchanging going on. And there's talk about it. And there's talk about it on the internet, which is Uranus. What is this foreign exchange that everybody's talking about? Apparently, this week, give us a card. Yeah, exactly, Deb. Maybe the storm knocks out power, thus the stock market. Okay, exchange, LVA 22. Aliens in exchange. Martians send us spaceships. We send them Teslas. I love it. Yes, although that would be if we didn't like the aliens. Well, I mean, the old Teslas, maybe they fixed the problems by now. I don't know. Yeah, foreign exchange. Oh my God. All right. Is everybody talking about foreign exchange this week? I'm just going to do a yes or no question. Knight of Wands. This is females having a good time. And it has to do with photos. Oh God, there's more flooding of photos. That's that Pisces there. Clarifier card on this foreign exchange of very happy women. Looks like maybe a redhead or a brunette. 5 of Pentacles. Now they're not feeling so good. That's right, Deb. They're calling it a bomb cyclone. More photos. That's true. I never thought about that. Martians are handy. They can troubleshoot the Teslas. Absolutely. I think they can do it remotely. Medical records stolen, destroyed by foreign countries. That's a good one, because we're looking at, this could be medical records. Mercury is stolen. Yeah, and you can see that T-square there. That is definitely medical records. This is the healthcare. This is way, way up here. Maybe this has something to do with the House or the Senate. It's up on the hill. Everybody's just like, holy God, you've got to be kidding me. Could be doctors coming in from maybe retired doctors who are saying something. Friday doesn't look so good. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is Friday, 10 a.m. And there's a square to Saturn. Now, remember this. When you have a square to Saturn sometimes, it's humiliation and embarrassment. So there is possibly something coming out on the hill of the government. It's a man and a woman. Could be at least three people, because of those planets up there. Planets are people. Could be a blonde woman. Could be an angry blonde woman. Could be a man and a woman. And maybe somebody in power. And it looks harsh. It looks harsh for Trump. So that's kind of coming in. It's activating. The sun activates as we get into the Leo period for Friday. And it's a failure of some sort. It's talking about, it's health insurance and failure in health insurance, because the Pisces there. It's embarrassment. There's something, maybe some kind of campaign that's being kicked off on maybe on Friday. Tell me more about Friday for Trump. This is right after the new year. And I've got reversed sun. So that's possible. Yeah, redhead and brunette, Don and his lady. Yes. JD, Erica, and maybe. He was very angry at everyone discussing his health lately, wasn't he, allegedly? Yeah. Okay. Angel, this is brilliant. News about Trump's health from leaked health records. Allegedly speculation. And Angel, you said maybe we'll finally get confirmation that Elon is indeed an alien via stolen medical records. I love it. Oh, God. Okay. So that's really interesting. This is health, which is the sun reversed. There's something about records, and it could be about Trump, because the Saturn Neptune is in his first house of identity. Are we learning more about Trump's health this week, the week of December 28th? Looks like yes. Looks like yes. Is Trump fighting this information? Judgment seems like it. Okay. And what's the outcome of this? I mean, it seems like there's never an outcome to anything. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this is a lot of money. This has something to do. We got some king cards. So this definitely shows that we're talking about somebody in power who is having some trouble behind the scenes. Swords, words, yes. This is the 25-26 solar return. What is everyone seeing for our identity? Well, Pluto's in the first house, which means kind of like gangsters and a lot of revenge, a lot of betrayals. People are betraying each other. Donald down here actually looks okay. But there's a lot of secrets there. He is right next to the duo that represents an old scandal or Epstein. August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of twins. We got a lot of twins. We're already seeing this when Mercury was activating, and that was not speaking. There was a complete block of people, of the kings. The kings are not speaking. Now, these are the allies here. And not speaking to allies, there's some tension there. And then we're going to slowly move in, and the sun is activating here. It almost looks like the sun here is activating as well because we're up in this area and it's the Lord of Leo. This is dropping some bombs, I think. Look at that. This is weapons. And this is the president. And the moon in Scorpio is kind of like revenge bombs, bombshells, that kind of thing. It goes both ways. Like the ninth house is the press. So this is the press getting revenge on the president, which you've already seen with Vanity Fair. There's a possibility it's going to keep happening again because of this T-square. We're going to see it a couple more times because we're going to see it here and then we're going to see it here. So it's going to probably be in the springtime. So more, we don't want to see anybody else not getting Photoshop. I mean, help. We don't want to see it. We want to see nice looking photographs, but that would be Saturn, Neptune as well. The shame of it, making fun of people. They're really getting that Saturn, Neptune, not feeling great about that energy. But it also shows that the fearless leader here, the sun showing the president, it looks almost like he is able to help someone maybe attack. So this is an attack here. I don't know. Now we're going to move into, with this being the solar return, and we're going to look at the stock market this year. We're going to look at the 8th house, which is Virgo. It definitely seems like there could be a stock crash, but you've got Donald down here. Look at that. And he is helping the economy along through announcements, a lot of fakery with the Pisces, but it helps the stock market. There's like a side door. There's a plan B for the 8th house represented by Mercury. But oh my God, we are going to be seeing some serious stock market news here coming in. And that's going to be right in January. Right in January. It's like, it almost seems like it's foreign markets. Do I think there's going to be a crash? Uranus is the crash. We do have Pluto, which shows it is quite shocking. There's more thievery. There's lots of thievery. But I'm not seeing that big kaboom necessarily. Where I do see it, though, is the government. And Uranus is just, it drops here. It's going to it's like the government is the revenge or the betrayal of government this year with the 10th house. I don't see necessarily a big market crash. Even though we are in Sati Sati, you can see that the president is kind of schmoozing things along. We're going to get some upsets, most definitely because of the T-square here. So most investors would say there's a buying opportunity coming. Big bad bullies. Exactly. Got the big bad bullies because we've got squares to Leo. Mercury is 2. 2 what? Well, it looks like 2 or more big old scandals. So groups of people, groups of Leo is very powerful people, groups of powerful people. Whole thing with Clinton. Actually, a lot of these presidents, even Obama, they've kept their mouths shut. And these are all powerful men because they didn't want to upset the party because it's on both sides, both party lines. There's probably going to be quite a few presidents who are tainted after this. Let's ask about the presidents. Are there going to be some surprises with former presidents because of this scandal, this Epstein scandal? No. Okay. Not surprising. And clarifier card, give us a clarifier card on former presidents. Temperance. Okay. Give us a profile of a person we're going to see in the news that we haven't seen before. And they're pretty involved with the Epstein scandal. Oh, her name's Naomi. No, I'm just kidding. She's from a far off land, maybe a foreign person. Could be by the boundaries. This is trafficking, maybe. And the moon. So something, a secret will come out. Secret will come out. Angel, where's Russia in the chart? We are talking about right here. Now, Russia is Aquarius as well, but I usually look at, because of the spy thing, I usually look at Pisces there. So, yeah. So Pisces, and then also Neptune there. So, and you could see there are some times when Russia really was under attack there. You could see that red line wasn't doing so well. How's Russia going to do in the future, in the next couple of months? It looks like they're going to be probably in trouble. January, February, March, April 4th, probably early April to late April. That is a square to Pisces there. Jupiter here. I don't know. It looks bad there for Russia. So seeing something like that tells me that there's probably not going to be any plan or agreement. This is going to go on for a long time, I think. What are we talking about for Russia in April? Queen of Cups. Clarifier card. What's happening in April? Yeah, Page of Cups. We've got some maybe news about women, news about young people. It's all underwater too. Are we talking about something with the ships and Russia in April? They're going to get pummeled again. How about the West African countries like Nigeria, right? Nigeria is moon in Aquarius and sun in Libra, Cancer rising. Moon in Aquarius and sun in Libra. So let's look at Libra here. Yeah, so Nigeria. Venus that rules Nigeria, it is squaring Mars. This is already activating here. We're going to see more Nigeria. It looks like Venus conjunct Uranus. This is bombs. What am I doing? I'm looking to see where Libra is. I'm looking to see where the Lord is. Venus, it's conjunct Uranus this year. So we're talking about bombs. It looks particularly difficult. And this could be a female too that is in the mix somehow. But this is February, March. Could be early days of April that something happens with Nigeria. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're in Leo season here. It's documents. It's so many documents. We're getting the secrets of the kings. There's a lot of documents that are being stolen. We're getting to see them. There's going to be more photos. Is it about to stop, or is it going to get worse when it comes to the Epstein scandal? Pluto's here. I like to look at Pluto because Pluto means a lot. Yeah, it's not over. Look at that. There's a lot of shocking stuff coming, and that's going to be probably in this time frame. So January 4th, February 4th. Why is it the 4th? Because of the month anniversary of the USA, the birth date. So we would start July. So January 4th, February 4th, March 4th. March is another big month for the Epstein scandal. Tell us what we're going to find out with regard to the Epstein files in March. I mean, my God. Oh, that's Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is going to bring out more documents. It's going to be March for these documents. What are we going to see in March? Oh, Four of Swords, female who is, I see that as Melania sometimes, but if we could be seeing something about Is this about Melania in March? Three of Swords. No. Okay. It's about, could be three. Tell us more about these documents that are going to come out in March. These are revenge documents because it's going to be Pluto season, Scorpio season in that chart. Okay, the Fool. So something full reversed. So this is a female. This could be yet another female that decides to come out and speak, which is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. I know, Angel. So that's going to be interesting. Regarding what is positive. So we're going to see more secrets. This is, I mean, it's kind of like the year of the secrets, and it's going to go till July. Let's see what happens a little bit later on. And that would be, yeah, there's some major news coming up, and that would be in the June time frame. God, it's a shock. It is definitely a shock. It's a surprising thing. Heat changes somehow because we've got this mini grand trine here with Uranus and Venus. This is he is at the middle of something. It's in the second house. This is financial. So we're looking at something that Donald he's actually benefiting from this. Give us a card for this. You're like, I thought you were going to say something positive, but it looks like a lot of money here. I think this could be big crypto news. How about that? Crypto news. It's going to be in June. Maybe something that Donald and his cronies are helping along. Tell us about crypto in June. I know, a famous woman. A famous woman would be, I'd want to see the moon with that. Well, you know what? Speaking of women, you got that Pluto here. These are a lot of women. We're certainly seeing him in situations continually this year, but it's something crypto related in June that seems to be making a big headline of some sort that's positive for the markets, positive for Donald Trump too. Let's see what it is. Is this something benefiting? Is crypto going to have a good month in June? Seems like it. So get your pennies ready. I don't know how to buy crypto, but I had a show on it, so I probably shouldn't say that. I had Lars on, remember? And he told us you go to Coinbase. Make sure to put it in your wallet once you buy it. I don't even know how to do that. We're going to have to do that. We'll have to do it before June. Tell us more about crypto in June. And Donald Trump is just making a fortune. 6 of Wands reversed. So this is something that has to do with the female, most definitely. The female maybe from the past. Maybe it is Angel, you might have gotten this right. Are we going to be talking about a famous female from the past in maybe the June time frame? Ace of Wands, possibly. So I don't know if it has anything to do with crypto, but June looks like a big month. It also looks like a lot of people are making money. Maybe it helps some of us peasants. But I hope you guys are going to have a great new year. I'm going to be back on tomorrow. And also make sure to follow me, Undercover Astrologer, on Instagram. And also I'm going to have my schedule up in the next hour or so. So head on over to astrologywithval.as.me for some predictions. So thanks again for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow.